The subject of success is something very, very close to my heart. And in 20 years of research and practice, in reading hundreds of books, thousands of studies on the subject, interviewing countless people, and starting, growing, and selling 4 businesses myself, I've come to the conclusion, the irrefutable conclusion, that success is just like magic. All right? And let me explain what I mean by that. It's just like magic in the sense that there's a proven formula working in the background to create a spectacular result. And because most people don't understand what that formula is, they only see the result. And they think success is like magic. Someone sells a business for $100 million, someone becomes a CEO, someone sets a sporting record. Magic. It's absolute magic, like that trick you just saw. But there's actually a proven formula in the background. Now, because we're so ignorant as society of what that formula is, we come up with unbelievable theories to explain how it works. One of my favorite, and this is a very, very popular one, is that you should close your eyes and wish for success. And if you wish hard enough and open them, bam, there it is, right there, right? And there's a catchphrase for that formula, or that theory, which goes something like this: if you deserve it, the universe will serve it, right? I don't mean to laugh, because some of you might believe that. Now, if you do get served success by the universe, I want you to ask for bacon and eggs on the side and some hash browns with it to go along, because I fundamentally don't believe that that's how it works. I believe that the universe doesn't serve you anything. You have to serve it yourself. And last year, I set about compiling all of the research that I had done, all of the studies, all of the interviews, and created a book around the science of success. The truth behind the trick. The formula behind the effect, what you see at the end. And I found that success comes down to just 5 scientifically proven factors across any discipline that you might be in, whether it's athletics, entrepreneurship, corporate careers, show business, it doesn't matter. There are 5 common denominators backed up by science, and I want to share 2 of them with you today. And I want to start by picking up where Vin left off, the subject of belief. I was actually quite devastated in doing all of my research to find that it all pointed to belief being one of the 5 factors, scientifically proven, that impact success. I had this horror image in my head that one day I'd be on a stage somewhere backing up a magician about the subject of success, talking about something like belief, right? That was the horror picture I had in my head. And I walked around the house ranting, saying, I'm writing a book about science. Science. And this is beginning to sound like the universe is serving me something. You gotta believe it, right? It was devastating for me. But you know what? I kept digging and I kept going a little bit further, and I discovered that belief is one of the 5 scientifically proven factors behind success for one very simple reason. People act in a manner consistent with their beliefs. Scientifically proven through countless behavioral psychology studies. If you believe you can't do something, like Vin said, you won't take the first step. Whether it's 5 kilos that you want to lose in weight, start a business, a promotion at work. If you believe you can't, you don't try. Simple as that. It's not voodoo, no tooth fairies involved. Universe is out of the picture, keeping its hands off. It's very simplistic. About 7 years ago, I started my 4th company here in Australia, and I asked 2 of my friends to come from the United States and start this business with me. They had never been entrepreneurs before, even though I've known them for a while. And after about a year and a half, one of these friends came to me and said, Matt, entrepreneurship is hard. And I said, yeah. And he said, oh, look, I think I'm going to quit. I don't think this is going to work. I think I'm going to quit. I'm a little bit lost. What should I do? And I said, go home and ask yourself one question. Do you believe that this business will succeed? It's the only question I want you to ask. If you believe that it will succeed, the only logical action that you can take is to stay and be part of our success. If, on the other hand, you don't believe, the only logical action you can take is to quit, go get a job someplace, I'll buy your shares back. Thought it was great advice. He came back the next day with the resignation letter. Gave me the resignation letter. I bought back all his shares for a pittance. He acted on what he believed and quit. I acted on what I believed, continued running the company, got it a few years later to 20 million in revenue. It became Australia's third fastest growing company in 2012 and was sold to Schneider Electric for many times the revenue amount. So my friend, and I won't lie to you, he's not my friend anymore after what happened, missed out on success because he didn't believe. And if you just put those two things together, he didn't believe, so he didn't succeed, it's misleading. He didn't believe and he acted accordingly, which led to him missing out. Belief is absolutely one of the 5 scientifically proven factors that influence success. The second, which is even more disturbing, is desire. My research pointed to the fact that the more you want something, the more likely you are to get it. But I did further research. It's true. The more you want something, the more likely you are to get it, for one very simple reason, not because the universe serves things, because you put more effort into the thing you pursue. The more you want it, the more effort you put in. And that is why 80% of New Year's resolutions are abandoned. It's why people in this room that say, I want to lose 5 kilo, end up not losing 5 kilo. You just don't want it bad enough. You lack desire. It's one of the 5 key elements of success. I got to tell you, and I want to keep this in confidence just between you and me, that I love doing psychological experiments on my kids. Let me tell you about an experiment I did last week. So we're at the dinner table, and my oldest son, Adam, he finishes everything except the broccoli. And I say, son, finish the broccoli. And he says, I can't. And you know, when he said, I can't, you know what I thought? Experiment time. All right? So I said, son, if I gave you $20, could you eat that broccoli? And before, it was like Superman fast, he took that broccoli, not even using his fork, just in his fingers, and shoved it in his mouth, and ate it and swallowed it, and put out his hand. And I said, hey, hold on a second. I was just asking you a hypothetical research question, right? I said, if I gave you. And you could see on his little face anger and disappointment, like blending together. And I think he even tried to regurgitate that broccoli, but it was too far. He couldn't get it out. And you know what? My kids now ask for money up front. Pay up front, right? Show me the money. Show me the money. But the point is that my son could eat the broccoli, and he used the term we all use, I can't, to simply mask his low desire. And the moment I increased his desire by offering something, all of a sudden he could do something that seconds ago was impossible, couldn't be done. In everything you do in life, you're acting on beliefs that you have. And the only reason you don't pursue a New Year's resolution, you don't pursue a goal, a dream, a job, starting a business, losing 5 kilos, I don't care what it is you want. The only reason you don't act is because you just don't want it bad enough. And that's the truth, and it's backed by science. So I want to tell you that the good news is that there is a method you can apply that will instantaneously increase your desire for what you want and change some of your beliefs, and will make a dramatic difference in your life, your business, and career. And to apply that method, all you have to do is read my book. I can't tell you everything. Thank you, everybody.